Hi, thanks for joining me for this week's quick business tip. Today, I kind of want to continue the conversation that I started a couple weeks ago about growing, and that you can grow externally or you can grow internally as a business. And that if you are not growing, chances are pretty good that even if you can't see it on the outside, you are dying. And what I want to kind of encourage you and talk to you about is one way of growing can kind of be illustrated by a hermit crab. I have always been fascinated with all kinds of wildlife, but especially hermit crabs. They are apparently not really a crab, technically, because they do not grow their shell like a typical crab does. They borrow from other sea life. And so what a hermit crab will do is it will start out in one shell, and then as it continues to grow, it will go find another shell. And sometimes, especially you can see this in captivity, if you keep them as pets, they will try a shell on for a little while and they won't like it, or they'll find one that they like better and they will switch, and they will like dump that one and go into another shell. And this is how hermit crabs continue to grow and change and just live their lives. And I was thinking the other day that that is very similar to what a lot of small businesses do. And the great thing about being a small business is that you do not answer to a larger board or a group of directors or anyone that is going to stop you from pivoting a little when you need to. For instance, during the pandemic, I went from being a very local marketing and advertising agency and sort of made a slight pivot and started connecting and working with people that were on the West Coast or the East Coast. I have clients in Canada, clients over in Europe, clients in India, and Zoom and sort of the pandemic making Zoom this normal thing that everybody was doing, whether they were meeting with people that were local to them or not, really opened up a lot of doors for me. And so if I were a hermit crab, I would have sort of like slipped into a national, international Zoom type marketing consultant, marketing services style. And as I continued to work with a lot of these larger small businesses, I really missed working with the smaller small businesses. Now, I still love my larger small businesses, but there is a lot of tiers and leadership, and you do have to get approval from supervisors or buy-in from larger groups of employees when you're making changes in these larger small businesses. But smaller small businesses like mortgage lenders and realtors and fitness coaches and just other businesses that are similar to mine, fractional chief finance officers, and I work with some sales consultants, and these type of like very small, whether they are solopreneur type businesses or they have maybe one or two team members on staff, these small businesses I have such a passion for, and I love working with, not only because it's so much easier for them to make changes and to make adjustments, but I also feel like a lot of these small businesses have the desire to to really change their community and to grow and to, maybe become that next size bigger small business. And I love helping them get there. And so a few 6 months ago, decided that I was going to flip into a different shell and really start targeting those small businesses. Doesn't mean that I'm not serving the larger small businesses. The framework is the same, and so I'm able to sort of pick and choose who feels right for me. But part of my growth and my change and my hermit crab like business allows me to change my target market a little bit and really work with those people that I'm feeling so passionate about right now at this point in my career. And so I would challenge you to think about your business, and are you being a hermit crab, or are you staying in that shell that doesn't really feel like it fits anymore? Have you maybe outgrown it, or do you just see one that you really think, and not like the grass is greener on the other side, but like you've really thought this through and you've made a plan, and this isn't like a knee-jerk reaction, but this like that shell feels like a much better fit. Like when you try that shell on, you reignite the passion in your business. Are you going through some of those changes? Just think about what maybe you need to find a shell that reignites your passion. Maybe you need to find a shell that makes it easier for you to bring in more leads. Maybe you need to find a shell that makes those sales conversations so much easier to have, because sales conversations should not feel icky. And I feel like, especially for small businesses, they feel icky for a lot of people. Sales conversations feel like they're trying to con someone, or they're bothering someone by asking for a sale. And so really think about where you are in your business, what kind of shell you're wearing right now, what kind of shell would really make you happy? What shell would bring joy into your life and bring joy into your business? And just, really give that some thought. And if you want to just have a conversation, no sales pitch, no nothing, I promise. Just a conversation about what's going on, what challenges you're having. Like maybe you want to bounce some ideas off someone, let's talk about the other shell that might be interesting for you, and just really have a conversation about that. I would love to sit down with you, no charge, no sales pitch, just jump on Zoom and have a real conversation and see if I can help you just, gain some clarity, or even give you some advice that's going to help you get on your path to the next level of success. Thanks for joining me. Please make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. I'm Jennifer with Limitless Impact Agency.